Hey YouTube, this is another Scandalous review by Scandalous D, and let's just get into it. Mellie is doing an interview showing the East Wing. I guess she wants everybody to know that her and Fitz are trying to work out their troubles, blah, blah, blah. We flash back to 15 years ago when Fitz and Mellie are in bed. When I first saw this, I thought they were in bed present day, and I was tripping. But you know what? It was a flashback. Jerry, Fitz's father, tells them to hurry up. Fitz is mad because he's like, I'm trying to get you pregnant, Will he shut up and let me work my magic? But, they get up and then Jerry introduces them to Cyrus. And I barely recognized Cyrus. He had this long beard. And he's the campaign manager trying to get Fitz reelected as governor. So, they do that. Quinn and Charlie share a moment at the gun range and they just start making out. I'm just thinking, like, what? Quinn, she seemed like this, like, nut job now. Like, she want to go out and kill people and then, like, make love in their blood or something. Just crazy. Olivia's about to leave her apartment when the phone rings. You know, the phone that the president calls her on. The phone rings and she leaves. And she opens the door and then she answers the phone and it's Fitz and he goes, "Is it you? Is it you? If it's not you, I have to hang up." There's a long pause and she goes, "It's me." He was like, "I have to know if you're all right." She was like, "I'm fine." He was just like, "You need to stop digging into Remington. You need to stop trying to figure out what happened. I don't want you to get killed. Stop digging." And she just goes, You're like a stranger. I thought I knew you, but I don't know you now." He was just like, "We're not strangers." Um, Cyrus, back to the flashback. Cyrus is coaching them on what it takes to be a governor. He's saying how you shouldn't really try too hard to be trying to win over the public because they can spot a phony, and how you really need to just try to be yourself. Fitz's father is like, "Oh, that's garbage. You need to learn Spanish. You need to do this." And, you could tell Fitz and his father don't get along. They have different, I guess, different views on what works in the politics, but we now see that Fitz, he doesn't want to run on his military status, and his father tells him, "That's all you have, you don't have anything else going for yourself other than being my son. You need to run for that." And then we go back to the present, and Mellie is tired of being blamed for Fitz's affair. She's tired of faking the funk and trying to, pretend like, everything is everything. And he just goes, "This is how it works. Yes, you're not the one who had the affair, but they blame both of you equally. You aired the dirty laundry out. People are looking at you like you're crazy, not him." And she was just like, you got to do this to, get him reelected. And they're trying to find an escort to try to seduce Sally's husband. And, Mellie just goes over to, she like, "I know what men want. They don't want some sleazy woman. They want a woman that looks like an angel, but is really a devil in the bedroom." So they pick out a woman. And then, okay. Sally tells OPA about, or it's not Sally, Olivia tells OPA about Remington, and they're like, "Oh my God, but we'll do whatever we can over the moon, down, over the edge and everything. We will do whatever we can to help you." Fitz and Jerry are having a drink and they argue about him joining the Navy. And he says after that incident, meaning after he shot that plane down, he did whatever he could to try to distance him from it. He said that he hated that he even joined the Navy. He said he did it just to spite him. And, they're just arguing. Quinn is watching Charlie, and then he just tells her basically, I don't mind if you stalk me, but if you want to hang out, give me a call." And then they make out again. I'm just like, oh my God, Quinn, are you turning into like this freak killer or something? But anyway, Yeah, okay. Quinn is no, I already talked about Quinn. Mellie wants to bring the baby in to see Fish. She just goes, "Oh, we always do this before bedtime. You know, he has to see his father, and we just talk and sing Kumbaya and all this." And then she opens the door, and Fitz is not in there, and she just looks like an idiot, and she's tired of it. She just goes, "Oh, you know, he must be very busy, you know, just busy, busy, busy." And if I was the interviewer, I would have been like, "Now, this family is putting up a brave front because clearly the stuff that they say don't add up." I mean, come on, but anyway, you know, back to the flashback, Mellie is trying to get Cyrus to stay. You know, he tells her, you know, if you and him want to be in the White House one day, you're going to have to give up your career. She was like, "I'm going to do charity work." You know, he was just like, "Fitz has to be your charity work. You cannot be doing anything other than being first lady. That's all you can be." And she was just like, "I'll handle it." They interviewed someone that was on a plane that saw some guy being taken off. And so they're trying to find that guy or somebody else who saw him being taken off. Now, originally I thought it was the mother who was being taken off, but, you know, who knows? That might be true too. Because we'll get to that. But I believe Olivia's mother's still alive. Jerry and Mellie are having a drink, and he just starts to tell Mellie, back to the flashback, starts to tell Mellie how he's a good father, how, you know, Fitz doesn't appreciate him, and how all he did was screw around on his mother, but his mother never knew. And I'm thinking she knew, she just didn't tell you. But, you know, they're having a drink or whatever, and he just starts to come on to her, and he was just like, "You know, you're a beautiful woman." And she was just like, "Okay, thanks." And then he starts to kiss her. She's like, "No, stop, no." And then he rapes her. And oh my gosh, she comes back into Fitz's room because Fitz is upstairs asleep. And she just was like, "Oh, I need to take a shower." And he was just like, "No, no, come here, come here." And I thought they were going to, you know, make love or whatever. But, you know, they just kind of hold each other. And then he just goes, "I wish my father would just apologize. I wish he would just own up to himself." But, you know, Millie's just looking like, you know, because she knows he just raped her. You know, Mellie is in the White House and she's waiting for Fitz, and he comes in. She was just like, "You humiliated me. I was trying to, you know, get an interview with you, me and the baby in the Oval Office, and you weren't there. You could at least back me up sometimes. I gave up everything for you. I sacrificed so much, and you could at least be my friend some of the time. Please, Fitz." And then he's just like, he doesn't even say anything, you know, but can always tell how Fitz is just like so over Mellie. He's over her. You know, during another interview with the lady who has been, you know, Mellie has been interviewing all this episode. They have an interview with her, a sit down interview, and you know, she just basically starts attacking Mellie and is like, "Why did you go on national TV and air your dirty laundry out? Why did you do that?" And Fitz interrupts her and goes, "You know, you really shouldn't be drilling her like that. I'm the one who had the affair." She goes, "Yeah, but this question was personal." "No, it was an attack. Don't attack her like that. We're trying to move past this affair, and you know, don't attack her." And then she was like, "If you're gonna attack her, you got to get through me." And you know, of course, Mellie was just like, you know, good for the interview. But we found out later that he really meant that, and that it wasn't just for the interview. All right, they find the guy who also saw the guy being taken off the plane. But before they could get to him, before OPA could get to him, Quinn gets set up to go and kill him. And I'm just thinking, oh my God, Quinn is so dumb. She's just being set up all kinds of ways, doesn't even see it coming. But anyway, she tries to around to this dumpster calling Huck, and Charlie catches up to her and is just like, you know, "This is what you wanted. Welcome to B613. Don't be calling Huck. You know, you got what you wanted." Um, Fitz and Mellie go to a get together. And next see Sally's husband and his, escort trying to come on to him. Then she goes back to Cyrus and says, he wouldn't budge. I'm not his type. Then we see him snuggling up to James. And we're just like, oh, that's his type. Come to find out, Sally's husband is gay. Rowan goes to this gated place, security and everything. And I'm thinking, oh my God, he's going to go see Olivia's mother. I know he is. And that's exactly who he goes to go see. He goes, your daughter has been asking about you. And she's in this jumpsuit and this cell. And I'm just like, what the heck is going on? Fitz finds out that Rowan is Olivia's father. I guess he has somebody look into Olivia's mother's death. And, they had a picture of her husband and of her, of her daughter's father. And that's who he is. So, can't wait to see that. Oh, and this is, oh my God, back to the flashback. Mellie is telling Fitz that she's pregnant. And that he just goes, oh, he gives her a big hug and goes, if it's a boy, they're going to want us to name it Jerry. And she just kind of looks like, oh, yeah, because Jerry is the father, not Fitz. So that's how it ends. Oh my God. This episode was everything. This was probably my favorite episode thus far besides the premiere. So this episode was great. They said 308 was going to be fire. 307 was fire. So I can only imagine what 308 will be. But anyway, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at O's Midnight Love. And that's OS_midnight_LUV. Follow me on Instagram at DrinkMeUp21. And I'll see you next week.